Great. So we are ready to go. Here it is, August 14th, Tuesday night. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the All Heat team call. We've got a lot of people popping on, and I'm really excited for this call because, well, first of all, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nikki Cotton. Chris and I host these calls every Tuesday night, and we have for, I don't know, 20 years or something. I don't have it written down, but it's been a long time. And we host them so that we can share the best of the best with all of you, so that you can learn the pieces that you need to learn to affect as many people and impact as many people as well as your own family's lives as possible. We've been with the Juice Plus Company. It'll be 28 years in October. We're 100 Club MDs, and we've had an amazing journey all the way from being in debt up to our eyeballs to really having a lovely life and being able to live where we want and when we want, not live when we want. Live where we want and work where we want and with whom we want. I better just stop talking and introduce Jennifer. I can see I'm going to go just down some very strange path tonight. But the reason I'm so excited about Jennifer speaking is that Jennifer and Sean Myers were probably some of our very first friends that we really got close to in the Juice Plus family. And what I know is that when we are at retreat weekends and I see the new NMDs that come to the retreat weekend and they're looking around, I think, oh my gosh, I wonder what it's going to be like for them in 25 years. What friendships are they going to be able to make that will be long lasting? I'd like to share a little bit about Jennifer. On a personal note, Jennifer and Sean have been major mentors in our life, both personally and for business. When we've gone through hard times, it's been Jennifer or Sean that we've called for help. And even in the last year when I had some stuff, I called Jennifer for counsel. And she gave me exactly what I needed. They've been with the company for 29 years. Some important things to know. Excuse me. They're both members of the 100 Club. They've both been nominated for 4 Elton Awards and were honored to win the inaugural Elton Award for the largest growth in sales income as 39 Club members. And more importantly, they also won the Founders Award in 2011. For those of you that don't know what that means, it means that Jay Martin, our president, handpicks someone that he feels has not only done well in the business and whose team has done well, but they've given up a lot to all of us. And I know that, Jennifer, you've been a big part of the Healthy Living Revolution and putting that together, as well as the Freedom Revolution. So once again, big thanks. She's got 2 amazing kids, Jake and Michaela, who have sailed with them for 15 months from the Caribbean to the South Pacific. And she probably will share a little bit about her story, and I don't want to take any of that away. The only thing I can say is I really see Jennifer, not only is she part of the top 10 distributors in the company who they get together as the iconic 7 or 9 or some number, we don't know what they call it, but in my own life, I definitely see Jennifer as an icon. So Jennifer, I'm going to turn this over to you, and I'm going to let you have fun with all of us.
Okay, Nikki, gosh, that was beautiful. Thank you.
All right, there we go.
Thank you. Okay, so hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. And first of all, I'm just going to say back at you, Nikki, because we feel the same way about you guys. And just the dear friendships that you make in this business are priceless. And you guys, you know, are among those. And wise counsel with you as well. So thank you. Okay. Now we're going to get on to our topic. And I'm going to go pretty fast because there's a lot to share here. And actually, this is something that I just did for my own team last night. So I'm going to share it with you now. I'm trying to get to my little cursor thing so I can shrink this window. Oh, well, I can't find it. Anyway, we're going to talk about revolutionizing your business with these new tools. And I got to tell you, I'm super excited about these. And you're right, Nikki, have been in the background of all of this and, you know, helping in the creation and the brainstorming. And it's been amazing. This project has been so amazing on so many levels. But one of the things has been the collaboration from the field on this. So what you're going to see, and I know a lot of you know a lot of this, but I'm thinking there are some pieces that you might not be familiar with. So we're going to go through that. And before we get started, I'll go ahead and share my story. I know you wanted me buzz through my story. This is where we started. Sean and I, way back when, what our journey was, we graduated from the University of Kansas with business degrees. We backpacked around the world for a year because my husband loves to do those kinds of things. And then when we got back, we were broke and penniless and getting ready to find our real jobs, right? So we were living in this beautiful quarter apartment up there. And literally my dad, when he came over, promised me not to sit on that side because he was afraid the whole thing was going to fall off. But a lot of fun times. But this is where we were when we started this business. And what happened was, at first Sean thought it was, a scam. He was super skeptical and negative. I decided to get started just to make a little extra money while we were trying to figure out what we were doing. And very quickly, we both realized what we had a hold of. Great leadership, incredible company. We were falling in love with the community of people around us. And Sean's the one that came to me and said, wow, what if we treated this like a business? Maybe we wouldn't have to go out and get real jobs. And that's exactly what happened. He being the primary person back then, he got to national marketing director in a year and a half and got me, my spot was there a year and a half later. So we were in our 20s with 2 national marketing director positions, an incredible income, full-time benefits, freedom, flexibility. So I like to say we were like the millennials before that was even a word. But what happened was we bought a sailboat. My husband's an addicted sailor, so we bought a sailboat, lived on that for a year off the coast of Florida. I love to share that because it really shows, that you can work where you want, when you want, with whom you want, do as much or as little as you want with this. There's no have-tos. So we did that for a year, had a blast. That was before kids. Then decided to move to Denver just because we could. When we were ready to get back on land, we didn't know one person in Denver. And this is where we put down our roots. And Nikki, you're right. We've got a couple of kids. Michaela is out in California. She just got her big girl job at Amazon. She's getting quite an eye-opening experience. And then, yeah. And then Jake is a sophomore at CU. So for me, one of the greatest things has been that I got to be the mom that I wanted to be. I mean, truly, that has been my biggest thing with this, is being able to have this amazing business, incredible income, create and design a life of freedom. And I got to be the mom that I wanted to be. So involved with schools, with the travel and club sports and all over the place. And as Nikki mentioned, we bought a sailboat, 50-foot catamaran, sailed from the Virgin Islands to Australia for 15 months, which was incredible. Such an adventure. That was made possible because of this business. Oh yeah, I do have a couple of pictures here. That's what we look like in our big boat. And I love to share this because we kept our boat for many years and put it in charter in the Caribbean. And we met Michaela's volleyball team in Puerto Rico. So here's my poor high school son with Michaela's 18-year-old volleyball team. So much fun, but just so much adventure, you guys. And really, it's possible. That kind of life comes with systems. Truly, the road to freedom is beautiful system, Phil Jackson. And that's what I love about what we have with this healthy living revolution and this freedom revolution, because all of these tools that we have is what creates the system that creates these raving fans and team duplication. That's what enabled us to do this. Because keep in mind, when we went on that boat trip, we had been doing this for a long time. We had a great group of leaders in place who were well coached and well trained and knew what to do. Okay, that's what allows you to have this life of freedom. And it's not enough when we talk about the healthy living revolution, and I'm gonna back up and cover some things that I feel like a lot of people have missed, because what we're doing is we're not out there getting people. You know what I mean? It's not the mentality of I need to get some customers. I need to get some reps. I want to understand people. I want to educate people. I want to be part of a movement and part of a mission that is creating solutions for people. And when you come with that kind of energy in your heart, you will be received that way. And one of the greatest or the biggest objections I think that we face in our business is, I don't want to sound like a salesperson. Have you ever heard that one? I mean, that's probably the number one thing I hear in coaching people. Well, guess what? When you come with this attitude, you're not going to feel or come across as a salesperson. And with the Healthy Living Revolution, I want you to get that this is a mission. It's a movement. Okay? This is a movement. And what is becoming clear to me is that a lot of people are having a hard time with this shift. They're still leading with Juice Plus, with fruits and vegetables, with this idea. And, oh, by the way, we have this cool Healthy Living Revolution behind it. What I'm teaching my team and what we're doing is we're flipping that. So we're leading with the movement. Now, I have been saying leading with the mission, and it's become clear to me that a lot of people have thought that meant leading with the business. And I'm not saying that either. You can. I mean, a lot of times we do lead with the business. But I'm saying lead with the movement. It's different. And I'll give you just a little tiny piece of history there. When we look at historically what's happened over the last, say, 5 years with our company, we watched the UK explosion happen. We call it a phenomenon. It blew all of our minds. What was happening with the millennials and using social media and all that. We all watched that going, wow. Turns out they had some things to learn from us too, in terms of retention and how to care for customers and not just spit people out of the system. So there was that. Then we watched in Italy, okay, the Italians, oh my gosh, they took that to a whole nother level. And they were leading with a movement of personal growth, okay? Personal development was their movement. And wow, they just exploded in Italy with that. And they still are, they're doing great. Then along come the Aussies, who are blowing all of our minds even beyond all of that. And what are they doing? They're leading with the movement of Moms on a Mission. That's one of their movements. They're really encompassing the mind, body, and spirit, right? That is a movement for them. And they're moving faster than anybody I've ever seen and continue to do that. And I don't even know exactly how well they're doing that. It's incredible. But I'm telling you, this idea of leading with the movement is at the forefront. So that the mindset is value. What value are you bringing into the world? And I just want to encourage you that if you have not grasped this, try it. Just try it. And the ways, how do you do that? In your verbiage, use verbiage like, gosh, I'm part of this Healthy Living Revolution. We're literally helping people take their health back. Things like that. Our hashtag is taking healthy back. That is a really good hashtag, and it does get people. Talk about the community, this like-minded community of people and what we're up to. And you guys, I mean, goodness, 30 minutes of news, you can see what a mess things are out there. People need this. Our world needs this. And that's how you want to feel going out into the marketplace, is the value that we're bringing, the care, the love that we're bringing to people. And I don't know about you, but I think most of us are pretty interested in hopefully attracting some millennials, and some of this young, fresh, generation and energy, which is so much fun. And I can tell you for sure, they're cause driven. The millennials are mission driven. They watch their parents work their brains out for the man, right? For their lifetimes. They're not interested in that. They're looking for a cause. So if you want to attract this generation, you want to definitely grab hold of this mindset. So one of the ways that you do that is be really clear that there's 3 doorways into the Healthy Living Revolution. There's free value, there's Juice Plus, and there's the Shred 10. And by the way, the Shred, you guys, well, we'll talk about that in a second. As far as the free value, things like the cookbooks, The Healthy Living Revolution Live, you were just talking about that, Nikki, with Dr. Paul Williams. They're fantastic. These are great educational pieces that we can share with people, as it makes sense. The next one that's coming up is on eating disorders with Suzanne Edson. And, it's just free value, right? Something that we can offer people. Some of these are just brilliant, you guys. And if you haven't looked lately, go and look at some of the topics in the previous episodes, because these are covering a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of trending topics and more to come. So use those. The Start Strong program, incredible. And if you're talking to moms of, this age group, kids, you got to know what is back here so that you can be passionate about the value that this is bringing to kids. I mean, how cool that there's a YouTube channel, for kids teaching kids. There's this whole fitness section that Courtney O'Donnell and her team put together. What a great, value add there. So all of these resources are available, and it is there to help you lead with free value and this movement, okay? Obviously, password is revolution. You've got all of this cool stuff back here. The Healthy Living Revolution resources. By the way, the PowerPoint back there, that's how I do health nights usually, is just I either plug my laptop into the TV, or you could do it on, print off a little book with that. But that talk is brilliant and it works beautifully. So if you're just looking for what do I do at a health night, that's a great place to start, and the script is in there as well. The Shred 10 is brilliant. Obviously, you guys all know about the Shred 10, and I'm just saying that I think not everybody's up for a shred, but there are so many people in the marketplace that are looking for this solution. They are already doing shakes. They're doing programs. They're spending more money on programs that aren't even a fraction as good as this. Okay, so if you haven't done this, do it. Get your own shred story and incorporate that into your business. Again, these Start Strong tools are fabulous. And then the Freedom Revolution tools are amazing. So this is the doorway into our business. So from Healthy Living Revolution, and you're moving into the Freedom Revolution, you've got all of these tools available for you. And the script, you guys, it works. Everything's working. If people are out there, everything's working. That script is duplicatable, it's simple, and it works. I was just at the Philadelphia Summit. We were listening to one of the fastest millennials to get to National Marketing Director ever, under a year, and she's just duplicating that script through Zooms and events. That's what her and her team do. They're also brilliant on social media and other things, and their pace is super fast. But what she's duplicating is that script. There's other teams that like more of the Aussie style script. It's a little bit different, same idea, but it's all here for you. So
Jennifer, quick question. You're talking about the Freedom Revolution launch script, correct? Okay, great. We've done it, just checking.
Yep, and you can do that as a Zoom, and a lot of people are doing those as live events too. That's the format that they're just a little bit of product, couple stories, a little bit of business, couple stories, boom. Very simple, and it works. So this community, you guys, this is what we want to bring forward. This is like part of a grassroots effort, right, in this community. And think about how much value, can I bring? How much value can I bring to the marketplace? And really, if you'll come from that position of strength and that mindset, really 80% of it is you and your energy and your belief and your passion and your mindset. And yes, you need a little skills in there too. All right. 20% is them, what their experience has been, what their past has been. So feel strong about that. And I wanted to share this little quick video with you. Oh, I think this plays. I should have pulled that out, Nikki.
That's okay. We're good.
Okay. That's my better than Wi-Fi. This is a national marketing director on my team, Heather Allen. And
Hi everyone, my name is Heather Allen. I've been with the Juice Plus company now for 17 years. I'm a national marketing director and 75 club member. Jennifer has asked me to share a quick couple of minutes about what I'm experiencing as I've made the shift from leading with the Juice Plus product to leading with our mission and our freedom revolution. I really got inspired at this last conference, and I tapped into my passion. I had a shift into my thinking that this is bigger than us, that more people need to be helping people with this idea of making a difference in the community. So it was really interesting to me because my brother Don, who was my first rep, who signed up 17 years ago, he never did the business because he didn't feel confident in sharing Juice Plus, the product. But he came to conference and he totally got inspired about sharing the mission and diving into the community. And that's exactly what he's been leading with since conference. Since conference, he's added 11 new reps, and together they've got about 50 new orders, and he's already qualified his business. I'm so excited about this. And one of my other reps, Erica, is a certified holistic health coach and nutritionist, and she used to run her own wellness center. And when she started out her business, she started out with a bang. She was getting customers left and right. But it was always challenging for her to get people to join her team. And after this last conference, she got inspired too to lead with the movement and dive into the community. And now people are wanting to join her team. And since conference, she's added 4 frontline new reps. So the thing that's so exciting about this is that we're experiencing this shift, and it's triggering something in people because they want to make a difference. They want to be part of something positive, something bigger. I know that's why I wanted to do this. Everybody already has a JLB. Why would they want another one? But most people do want to make a difference and be part of something that's positive and something that could be inspiring to others. I love meeting people where they're at and fulfilling a need. And if you just listen to people and weave in what we have to offer through our mission, through our freedom revolution, and adding the healthy living revolution in there, it's priceless. So we're really helping people transform lives, and that's what's important. And I love knowing that when I walk away from any conversation, I've touched somebody in a positive light, whether it be spiritually, health-wise, or financially. They get to choose which door they want to enter, right? We have something so big to contribute to our community, and it's our job to share our movement with others. Thanks, and have a blessed day.
So kind of fun. We're seeing those kind of shifts as people are embracing this idea. So now I want to just segue into the freedom revolution really quickly. And I want you to just try and wrap your head around this idea that Eric Worre shares, which is if you see this T, it's like on the left side is when it might be easier for people to go than to stay as a new person coming in. And the reason it might be easier to go is, of course, when people hit objections or negative people, or if they're confused. You know, it's like if they're confused, they're not going to stick around, right? People aren't looking for more confusion in their life. Okay, what we want is to get them over the line to where it's easier to stay. And that comes with clarity. And, you know, one of the things that Eric teaches is that there's 3 huge things. Number 1 is an emotional connection to something, whether it's to the product, to another person, to the community, something that's created an emotional connection for them. The second thing is a financial result of any kind. And the third thing is a clear, he calls it a rigid getting started system, you know, a clear system that they know exactly what to do. And so that is what we have really gone for with the Freedom Revolution website. And I think we have hit it, you know, where people are all rowing in the same direction. We're all doing the same thing. And sometimes people think, oh gosh, that feels too much in a box. You know, I'm more creative than that. Well, guess what? I like to call it freedom within a framework. Okay, you have the freedom to be you, to bring your creativity. We want that. This is one of our reps down in Tucson, and she had a Healthy Living Revolution event that was 2-step, you know, dancing. She had somebody that, you know, knows how to 2-step. And she said 40 people came to this event. It was a blast. And it was a Healthy Living Revolution event. I'm sure you guys are seeing, you know, the yoga events and, you know, exercise events and, you know, there's all kinds of stuff. There's so much room to do this under that Healthy Living Revolution umbrella. Of course, we all know about the salad in a jars. You know, what about doing that with kids? There's so many things that you can do, you guys, but you brand it. And with this Freedom Revolution and with the Healthy Living Revolution, we've got a system that everyone knows and can duplicate, and it provides that clear direction. It provides an emotional impact, and it will produce financial results if that's what they're after. And they're going to put that activity in. So obviously, thefreedomrevolution.com. And really the purpose of this site is to help people get their first customers and their first team members. All right. I like to keep my new people in a bubble, you know, for a while until I feel like they're ready for something else. And so, you know, like I love the mission-driven model, and I do send people there, but not in the beginning. I'm just keeping them in this bubble of Healthy Living Revolution and Freedom Revolution, and that's it, and your team stuff. Okay, then they can get to the other stuff can be distracting. When there's all this other stuff out there, it just creates distraction that we don't need. If you guys haven't watched this video, I think it's the best business video that has ever come along in our business. I think it's brilliant. And as a matter of fact, when I'm doing a prospect Zoom, I love to do, instead of a three-way call, I love to do it on Zoom if possible. It doesn't always work out. But I am showing them on Zoom if they haven't seen it. I take them to the Healthy Living Revolution and show them, which usually people are like, wow, that is so cool. And I show them the freedomrevolution.com. And if they haven't watched this yet, I play it for them right there on Zoom. Okay. These are obviously great. I hope you have watched these and are using them, because for the right people, this is just such a great way in. And again, the collaboration in the field of all of this talent, you know, and all of these people from different lines that have poured into this, it's incredible. So all of these other things, of course, are in the back, okay, behind the password protected area, which is Revolution. And this is where our getting started system is. This is the rigid getting started system. If you haven't done this yourself, please do, okay? Download the starter guide, watch the videos, take yourself through this like you are a new rep. It is brilliant, okay, all of it. And, you know, we basically ask some of the best people and the best talent from different lines across the company to pour into these, and they've done a brilliant job. I mean, you've got Lauren starting out with casting vision. I'm not going to flip through all of the videos that are there, but they're all about 5-6 minutes long. A brand new person in under 2 hours can do this whole thing, watch all the videos and fill out the starter guide. And oh my gosh, you know, they're coming out of that with why they made the decision to do this. They've started their memory jogger in their list. They've worked on a product story, their business story. They've got some ideas down for their own Juice Plus events. They've gotten a sample invitation written out, a little bit of social media training. They know how to follow up, and they've got a dream team list. I mean, that's amazing. And so they're bringing that all to your startup meeting. Okay, so as the sponsor, it's like, wow, that you've got all of this incredible information to hit the ground running with their game plan for whatever it is that they want to accomplish with this. And right before I was going to the Philadelphia Summit, Chris Schloss was at our house because he and Sean were in a golf tournament, which they actually got third. It was amazing. They did great. And he was telling me how much he loved the Freedom Revolution, you know, site. And I'm like, well, don't tell me. Let's get that on video.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you live here from Sean and Jennifer's beautiful home in the backyard here, and I just wanted to tell you guys that my wife Casey and myself, I'm Chris Schloss, we're back in recruiting mode. We're talking to new people, we're bringing a new team on. We've got 6 new teams started up in the last couple months. And the reason that is because we've been able to scale our business and free up so much time by using the Freedom Revolution. So use it. It's amazing. The videos are awesome. And what we're finding is our team is confident starting up new people too, because we have a system. So we let them step. It's old Jim Rohn. You let them step, then we step. You let them watch the videos, fill out the starter guide. Then we meet with them. Then there's the next step. Then we meet with them. They're not getting our time until they step. Not everybody's done it. Not all 6 have just stepped right in and done it all, but the ones who have, we know where to spend our time, which is so important in this business. And great job, whoever was in charge of creating it. It's amazing. We love it. And guys, jump on board, get with it. Have a great time in Philly.
So that was kind of fun. And there's more back here, and I know we're out of time, Nikki, but you've got brilliant FAQs, the most popular videos, the compensation plans. These are actually, we've got something really cool coming in this area that's not done yet, that you can look forward to.
Hey, Jennifer, don't worry about the time. Everybody's loving this. I'm taking a million notes. Keep going. I know they don't want you to quit. So do what you do.
Well, I'm almost done. So documents are back there. And so really the bottom line is, for the Healthy Living Revolution, get to know those resources and share them so that you can be passionate about it in your sharing. And with the Freedom Revolution, sponsor yourself. And I'm, as an upline, I want people to do that and also think about, do they have some gaps? Do they have some holes in that brilliant training that they're going, ooh, I'm really not super strong in this area? Bring that to your sponsor for a coaching call, right? So sponsor yourself and share all of this and use these tools with your team, and your business will, oh my gosh, just grow. And I'm not going to go through all of this, but just...
You're going to keep going, texts right and left here.
So since the beginning of the year, I mean, oh my word, we have traveled so much. It's ridiculous. We're empty nesters, right? This was our first year empty nesting. And my husband, you may have gathered, goes big or goes home. And so we booked ourselves crazy this year. It was ridiculous. Couple weeks in Florida and Tucson and California with Michaela, getting her apartment set up. We graduated from the University of Kansas because we never did that. And so, do you want to see these pictures? Should I just?
Yeah, you were having too much fun.
All right, I'll buzz through them super fast.
And come back and watch later. This is a joy.
Okay. This is what having a system does, you guys. All right, and that's my point. We love to work hard and play hard, and when you've got systems in place, you get to do that. And I'm talking to the experts in this department, Nikki and Chris. You guys are amazing at this as well. So we started on this boat trip, and then shortly after that, I took my dad to, it's his Christmas present every year. We're 3 generations of Jayhawks. So my mom and dad went there, Sean and I met there and went there, and our daughter just graduated from there. And my dad's the biggest fan, so I love taking him to a KU basketball game every year, and it's like his favorite thing to do on the planet. From there, we were in Florida for 2 weeks, covered a ton of ground, and we're always weaving our business in with our travels. We did events in Florida while we were having an absolute blast. Then I was in Tucson with our team down there, and again, we did a couple of meetings, had a regional. From there, I went to California to meet Michaela. She's, had to get her apartment. And then we were in Mexico for a few days right after that. We went skiing in Aspen for 5 days. It was a blast. Then we headed down to St. Louis for Michaela's very last volleyball national. She played club volleyball at KU. She's a superstar. And that was right before the conference, literally the weekend before the conference. And then, my word, the conference was amazing, you guys. And I will say right here that there is nothing better at the conference than watching, people on your team up on the big stage. It was just so much fun to see. And then right after that, we went to Sedona for, I think, 5 days, had a blast out there, did a meeting out there. Yes, then we graduated. Sean and I, remember we went on that boat trip? That round the world trip, backpacking, we never walked through graduation. And Michaela, we're all from the School of Business, and Michaela just asked us one day, I want you to walk down the hill with me. I'm like, oh my gosh. And my dad was on cloud 9, can I tell you? My parents were so upset that we didn't walk down the hill. So this is us graduating.
Nice shoes, Sean, nice shoes.
In the spirit. So much fun. And not to leave Jake out. Jake's into rock and roll and guitar. He's very good. And so they've been on a tour to see all these bands. you know, the old bands are going to stop playing Leonard Skinner's on their last tour. So this is Leonard Skinner. This is Johnny Van, what's his name? Johnny Van Zant. He's the lead singer because Sean scored backstage passes. So that was pretty fun. Then we went to Greece. We were in Greece.
It's a tough life, Jennifer, but somebody's got to do it, right?
I know. It's crazy. And it's funny because, you know, Voxer works everywhere and works in Greece also. And I had people, and it's not like I was camping out on it, but I would take care of some things that I needed to. And I had people that said, you're in Greece, you shouldn't be on Voxer. And I'm like, but that's what allows me to do this. You know, I take care of, again, work hard, play hard. If I'm taking care of things while I'm gone, I feel like I can be gone, right? Yeah, if I completely check out, then it doesn't work so well. So anyway, this was a blast. We sailed the Greek islands, which was a bucket list thing. And then I took my dad and Jake to New York City. My dad has never seen the Statue of Liberty, and that was on his bucket list. And we had just an amazing time. And you know, and then the ability to give back, you guys. I mean, it's just incredible. You know, we support a lot of things, but this is one of our favorites, mentoring program in the inner city of Denver. It's incredible. And we hosted, this is the third year, and we just did it again, hosted the leadership group that is, this organization is phenomenal. You see my Healthy Living Revolution, it's behind the salad dressing, but that's my Healthy Living Revolution shirt. And that's what we want to do, you guys. Start branding yourself. Get out there in the community and wear your stuff and be proud of your Healthy Living Revolution. This was just an incredible day. And this is a picture. That's my love bubble. I always talk about the Juice Plus it's my Juice Plus bubble is what I call it. And to me, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's what we do, right? It's so incredible. And I just feel like when we approach our business that way, we're going to cast this wide net, right? And attract so many people that we would not have attracted just coming forward with Juice Plus. Juice Plus is right behind the movement, but I'm telling you, it's different. There's a shift that happens when you lead with the movement and when that's where you're coming from. And we're still teaching people and being very mindful. We don't have people just wallowing around in a movement. You know, they know how to lead people and to bring them into the business and to talk about creating an income. All of that is still happening. It's just that initial attraction piece is the movement.
Wow. Yeah, that was great, Jennifer. Let's see. We're going to see you again here in a second. There you are. All right. You know, I know that we've done our time. It's a little bit over, but I have one quick question that I just have a feeling is on the minds of other people as they're watching. So I know that our group has the same general cultural feeling as you do. We don't want to get customers. In our team, we say we attract customers. And we don't say we're dripping on people, we're shining on people. It's really all about the words that you choose and the feeling that's emanated. But when you lead with the movement, if you're approaching somebody for the first time, are you saying, you know, I'm part of this amazing mission or this movement, it's a Healthy Living Revolution, we have different parts, and then you kind of, from your conversation, decide which door you're going to enter, but you're couching it under the whole entire Healthy Living Revolution, Freedom Revolution umbrella?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to clarify that.
And I know you guys do a lot of training on this. I do a lot of training within my team, like how to have good conversations and ask questions and be listening. And you can, just a quick example. So I've been taking a lot of lifts to the airport lately. And so I'm always talking to the Lyft drivers. Like, I want to know why they're driving Lyft, right? Like, what's their story? Airport, you got 30 minutes. You know, just a great example of just the other day, you know, this gal, I mean, most of the ride, I'm asking her, you know, we're just having a conversation. And then it comes up that she's with another network marketing company and had a bad experience and was like this. She said, I am a believer in network marketing, but I will never do it again because of a bad experience, right? And I know the company she was talking about. So we were talking about that for a little bit. And then I said, that's why I love what I do, because you know what? We are just part of this movement, this Healthy Living Revolution movement. And we literally are helping people take healthy back. and this community of people, like that was my verbiage. And I could see in the mirror, I could see her face and her eyes, and she's nodding and she's listening and she's taking that in. And then it's like, you know, well, tell me more about that. And so then we got into Juice Plus a little bit. And she was open, and she's open. She's open to coming to an event at my house that I'm getting ready to have. So instead of if I would have just launched into Juice Plus as a product, I don't think I would have gotten that response.
I love that, Jennifer. And I know we've been saying that there are 4 doorways to enter in our freedom or healthy living revolution when we do it at our homes. And we're saying there's 4 doors. There's the door of health. There's the door of financial security. There's the door of personal growth. And then there's the door of community. And we couch it in all of that, and it's working really well. So I'm feeling really good that I don't know that we've embraced using that exact, we're part of a movement, and I think that's what we'll add in, but I'm happy that we are on track. So that's great. You guys can be proud of ourselves. We're on track. And Jennifer, you just really solidified this, I am sure, for my team.
Oh yay, I'm so glad. Well, I think it's fun. I think it's a blast, and I feel good. I feel so good doing it and speaking those words, and it's the truth. I get a little goosebumpy, you know, when I talk about it. That lets me know we're doing the right thing, right?
Absolutely. So what I'd love for everybody to do, in fact, I can do it. I can unmute everybody, because what I'd really love to have is everybody give Jennifer a really warm thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Jennifer.
I need to.
Rocking it as always, Jennifer. Thanks.